God is taking too long. These people hurt you and you want to punish them right now. You want to see them get their vengeance and even their karma. Some of you are even like Muddy and Tyler Perry. God taking too long. I need them to get God right now. That's what you have been saying lately. And we're going to talk about that today. Hi, I'm Angela Yee. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. If you are returning, thank you for being here. So, people have hurt you, and you want them to feel the same level of pain and with the same level of intensity that you have experienced. First of all, let me tell you that hurt people hurt people. When people are hurting, they do things to hurt because that is the vibrational frequency in which they are emanating. That is the thing that is resonating within them. Somewhere along the line, there's a context about you that really has something to do with you, has everything to do with the person and how they feel about you. But that context is what they have been using to navigate the course of their life when it pertains to you. So hurt people hurt people. And then there are people who just simply have a lot of hurt, a lot of pain in their heart. You may not have done anything to these people. You may not even know them, but because they're hurting based off of something else that has been happening to them, you are the one that when you meet them, the explosion happens. They take it out on you. So in instances like that, hopefully there's a measure of grace that you give to that person because that person simply is hurting. However, I know you want them to feel the pain that they have caused you, irregardless of if it happened to you or if it happened outside of you, they don't know you, or if it's someone that you know, that you've loved and that you trust. Pain is pain. Pain is supposed to teach you a lesson, not to be a lifelong experience. You need to learn a lesson and gather the knowledge and wisdom that comes and that is associated with pain in order for you to evolve, in order for you to grow. That's what it's all about. So with that said, we're going to get into today's discussion talking about how God hurts those who hurt you. Okay. First of all, let me just say this. God does not hurt in the human sense where we know vengeance. We're going to release vengeance upon them. God does not do that, but rather allow the divine law of balance. Sometimes we call this law karma. We want people to experience their karma immediately. We want to even give them their karma. But if we do that, then we're not leaving room for God to do what it does best. So there's a law of return. There's a law of cause and effect. There's a law of cosmic equilibrium to unfold in this individual's life. So when someone harms you, they are not truly harming you. They're actually harming themselves. But they're striking against the flow of divine order itself. They're going against the divine order, the laws of the universe. The universe answers them in kind, not out of anger, but out of harmony. So harmony needs to come back into balance here. And so here's how it manifests. Okay, number one, there's mirror of energy. Whoever and whatever vibration they cast towards you, whether it's envy, whether it's gossip, whether it's betrayal, whether it's malice, whether it's manipulation, whether it's mind control, all of it returns to them magnified, like a shadow following its body. You know, when you were a child, you used to go outside and your shadow would follow your body. I've seen those videos where children were afraid of their shadow. That's how the mirror of energy is. It's like a shadow following you, you can't get rid of. And this is not punishment, but this is reflection. I often tell my clients that don't wish harm upon anyone. Wish them self-reflection so that they can see how their behavior has affected not only you, but as well as it has affected them, because it's going to come around. It's like a boomerang. The boomerang effect always happens, okay? Number two, the loss of light, okay? So the loss of light is whatever the person does to you by harming the soul of another individual, whether it's through malice, jealousy, envy, backbiting, gossiping, or whatever it is. By harming another soul, you veil themselves. They veil themselves from their own source. And what they sought to take from you, they end up losing within themselves. They lose their peace, they lose their joy, they lose their clarity. All of this dissolves from their path. They be confused. You know, there's a scripture in the Bible that says that people will be turned over to a reprobate mind. It's like they're losing their mind. They don't know if they're coming one day or if they are leaving the next day. The next one is the inversion of desire. So what they intended for you becomes their own burden. If they wish you to feel small, they feel diminished in secret. They may not say it out loud, but in secret, they feel absolutely small. And if they wish you to fail, now, believe it or not, there are a lot of people that project failure towards you. There are a lot of people that project disaster towards you. If they are doing this, you should be able to discern if they are. But if they are, I don't want you to go and retaliate back unto them. But if they are, they will soon feel the demise of what they are sending upon you. They will stumble in unseen ways. They will stumble and they will fall just as hard, if not harder than what they want you to fall. And then there's a silent teacher. I know that God does not raise a hand. God does not strike people, but allow their own actions to become the rod of discipline. Their sufferings become the echo of their choice. And the echo teaches more powerfully than external punishment. A lot of times we want God to do as some parents have done when they raise their children, take the belt out and whip them. But a lot of times the suffering is the rod of discipline. And that discipline is beyond your human comprehension. You have to allow God to handle that individual. I tell people all the time when it comes to me, God doesn't play with me and God doesn't play about me. I've never had to hit anyone. I've never had to lift my hand or do anything towards anyone. It's just somehow, because I know my relationship with Source, I and Source are one. I know that and I understand that. I don't have to fight certain battles. There's a scripture or either a song that says, you don't have to fight this battle. Allow the Lord to fight this battle for you this time. So I allow the Lord to fight the battle. I don't engage in unnecessary warfare with people. I don't engage with back and forth with people because I don't have to do that. But I allow the Lord to fight my battle. And He can fight your battle better than you can. If you would just be patient, if you would just allow the silent teacher to discipline that person to the core. Now, I know sometimes we want people to be punished right away. You want to see that punishment happen because it does something to your ego. But that's not how Source works. Source doesn't work like that. God is not going to do that. Sometimes God will allow you to see what that person has gone through. But then there are other times, because of it being such a gracious and a compassionate, empathetic energy, I believe God allows some people to go through things in private, okay? So there's a sacred protection. God protects those who are innocent. If you are innocent, you are being protected by God. The one who was harmed, which is you, is often lifted higher. You ever notice that after someone does something to you, you feel like you are lifted up higher, like the elevation has taken place, you're getting promoted? That's because promotions don't come from the earthly realm. They come from the ether world. They come from Source, God, the creator of all things. And so you're lifted up higher because you've been refined by fire. People have made this statement that you've gone through the fire, but you don't smell like smoke. That is what you are actually experiencing. You go through the fire, but you don't come out smelling like smoke. So it's just like the phoenix. The phoenix goes through something, tragedy in this life, and all of a sudden the phoenix rises. You are like the phoenix. You're rising. You've gone through a lot. People have said a lot. Things have happened in your life. Events and challenges have happened and transpired. But you are like that phoenix who are rising to the top. This is your time to rise. Not your time to take the matter in your own hand, but allow God to do this. I promise you, if you allow God to do it, it can do it better than you can. I guarantee you, it can be so much better, so much easier. You don't have to feel guilty. You don't have to walk around and feel remorseful for harming someone else. Allow God to do it. Remain in peace, remain in joy. No, you want to punish that person. You want to get that person back. Like a little child when we were little, we were like, I got to get my lick back. You did something to me? I got to get my lick back. You are not going to get away with that. I have to get my lick back, and I'm going to get it back like immediately. And that's how you want things to take place in your life. But God doesn't do that. That's not how God does things, okay? So the punishment of the aggressor is not only their own downfall, but in witnessing the rise of the one they tried to crush. There are people who actually tried to bury you alive. They did. They tried to do things to you. They think that you don't know these things. They tried to congregate and bring people collectively against you for their own good, for their own advancement. And you just sit back and watch. Wait on it. I'm telling you, wait for it, because it shall surely happen. It is going to be their own downfall. It's going to be their own pitfall. So the thing that, I don't know who said this in the Bible. So there's a scripture in the Bible that said, the very pit that you have dug for me, you will fall in that very pit. Just wait, my friends. I promise you, you're going to see and witness this person, these people fall in their own pit. And guess what? They still will hold themselves accountable for it, because they're going to say you're throwing witchcraft on them. You're operating as a witch against them. You're casting spells upon them. They will never hold themselves accountable and responsible for anything they've done. But that's okay. That's not your responsibility. I believe in holding yourself to a higher state of accountability. You are responsible for you. You're not responsible for anybody else. And I want to remind you that what no one does is because of you. People do what they do because that's them. That's their value system. That's in them to do. Okay? So the aggressor is going to witness you rising to the top. You know, the cream always comes to the top. Just keep being sweet. Just keep being kind. Just keep being gentle. Don't be aggressive. Don't allow what that person do and does to influence you. So, how does God hurt those who hurt you? Because it does. It hurts those that hurt you energetically and vibrationally. God allows them to collide with the weight of their own vibration. Woo, that's powerful. God allows them to collide with the weight of their own vibration. It is not wrath, but reflection. That is so powerful. It's not a wrath. They're not going to get a wrath, but God is going to cause them to sit in reflection, to reflect upon what they've done. And it is not cruelty, but cosmic truth. As they sent, so shall it be returned back unto them. Whatever they are sending, it shall be returned. We return it to the sender. It returns back to the sender. You don't even have to say, as we said in fundamental Christianity, I speak fire against my enemy. I return it back to my sender. Cut that out. Stop that. You don't have to do any of that. Just keep being kind. Keep being gentle. Keep your heart chakra open. Keep it pure. Keep walking in love. And watch God repay those with pain, with reflection, that have caused pain and that have caused harm to you. I promise you, it's going to happen. You can sit back and take it to the bank and wait for it. Now, I don't say that in gloating. I don't say that for you to be gloating like, yeah, God is going to do it, because that's not what this is even all about. This is so that you can be reminded that you don't have to take vengeance of your own in your own hand. You don't have to do anything. Just wait for it. I promise you it's going to happen. I can tell you countless of stories of things that have happened. People done different things and stuff happened to them. God caused them to reflect. God caused them to collide with their own vibrational frequency. What someone speaks out of their mouth or does towards you, it's like a boomerang. It's going to come back to them, and it's going to vibrate in their life at such a higher degree of magnitude. You don't have to worry about repaying nobody. Just sit and wait for it. Now, if somebody has hurt you, I want you to release the pain. I want you to release that negative frequency out of your vibration, out of your vortex, because it's stopping you from manifesting, stopping you from actually getting the things that you want here in this reality, because that is a blocker. And you don't need any blockers in this moment. Release that pain from you. Release that negative energy. Don't allow what that person has done to set up rent in your mindset. They did it. It happened. It's over. Now, let it go. I know that may be easier said than done. I know some things may take time. But I want you to change your perspective. Change what you are seeing so that you can change what you see. Change. Stop seeing the hurt. Stop rehearsing the narrative in your mind. It's like a tape recorder. I remember having a tape player, and I played it so much, one of the cassette tapes, that the ribbons start to break out of there. You play that scenario over and over in your mind. It's wearing thin, and it's time to break out of that cycle in your mind. You did nothing wrong, okay? You didn't do anything wrong. You showed up. You were kind. You were good. You were loving. You were peaceful. You were gracious. You did nothing wrong. So there's no reason for you to sit and walk around now with condemnation. Hold your head up high and continue to walk in peace and allow God to hurt those who hurt you. I thank you for watching this video. I am Angela Yee. If this has resonated with you, like, share, and subscribe to the channel and help me grow my channel. I want to reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of August. Can you help me to do that? If you want to be a part of what we're doing here at Wife Esoteric University, you can always join us on my website. I will put the link and all of that inside of the description. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, I'm Angela Yee. Have a good day, guys. Bye now.